Hey guys, welcome back to Hike Oregon. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of my beef that I have with Altra Timp trail runners. If you are new here, welcome to the Hike Oregon channel. I make hiking and backpacking vlogs as well as gear reviews and just general tips and tricks videos to help you become a more confident hiker and backpacker. If you enjoy content like that, click that red subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time I make a new video. And if you would like more content from me, you can support me over on Patreon, where for as little as just $1, you get 2 extra videos a month. So let's get into this quick video. If you have been following me here on this channel for a number of years, you will know that I have been wearing trail runners since 2018. After trying a few brands in the summer of 2018, I landed on the Altra brand. They just came highly recommended by long distance hikers, and so I tried them and found that they were super comfortable. I wore a couple of pairs of the Altra Superior shoes, and I have a review of those here if you want to check them out. After trying my friend's Timps, I decided to purchase a pair of those because I liked them a lot better. So this video is all about how I've been wearing these Altra Timp shoes for years now, and some things I really dislike about them. I wanted to make this video because there are a ton of things I really dislike about this shoe, and ultimately I will probably switch at some point, but I keep buying them because I just think they are so comfortable and they fit my foot so well. So here is a brand new Timp. This is straight out of the box. It's the Timp 3. I have been wearing them all the way. I think I started with the 1.5s. I wore a couple of pairs of 1.5s. Then I wore a couple of pairs of 2.5s, which I have in the closet right now. They're pretty dirty from experiencing some rain in Zion, so they are covered in orange mud. So I decided to show these shoes since they are brand new. So these are the Timp 3s. One of my biggest things with the Altra Timps is the durability. Altra says that their trail runners should last anywhere between like 350 to 500 miles. And while that might be the case for like the midsole, I find that the midsole really lasts a good amount of time. For me, it's between 400 and 450 miles, so that's right in that ballpark. However, the shoes never last me that long because everything else on the outside of the shoe breaks down before I even get to that point. So my last 2 pairs of Altra Timps, the uppers have broken down, as well as the cushion in the heel has been splitting open, and the outside right here is fraying. Starting at around 120 miles, which is absolutely crazy. So by the time I get to 300 miles, the shoe looks like I have hiked the entire Pacific Crest Trail, which is nuts. Considering when I look at the tread of the shoe, it still looks in really good condition, even though I'm going on rocky and rooted trails. So to me, if you're going to say that the shoe should last this certain amount of time, you should try to make everything about the shoe last that amount of time, right? I can't get the wear that I should out of the shoe because I have holes in the top of my shoe and everything is fraying and falling up. The shoe is falling apart, which is so unfortunate because the tread of the shoe is still in excellent condition, and so is the midsole. It's still squishy, it's still comfy. So that is my biggest beef with the Altra Timps. My second biggest beef, of course, is the price of the shoe, which wouldn't really be a problem if it would actually last 400 to 500 miles like they say it should. That would mean that I would only have to buy 1 pair of Altra Timps per year or even every other year. Whereas right now I'm having to change trail runners halfway through the summer. These aren't cheap shoes by any means, And if I'm having to spend that kind of money every single year, sometimes twice a year, that is a lot. And that's like how much I spend on a pair of hiking boots that last me, you know, upwards of 5 years. So it's pretty crazy. I also hate filling the landfill with half-used shoes that are falling apart. Now, I have not paid full price for a pair of Altra Timps in a long time because I always buy them when they are on sale. I generally buy last season's model, so that way I get them for cheaper, but they're still generally like $90 or more. That's still a lot of money to me. The next thing is traction. It looks like Altra has definitely worked on the tread of this shoe on the newer versions. This seems a lot more grippy than some of the other versions that I've worn. If there's like any sort of rain or precipitation on any sort of rocks or roots, I've found that the Timps can be very slippery. They're not really very grippy on any sort of wet surface. So these look a lot better than some of the other versions, so hopefully that has been fixed. And then my last little small beef with the Altra Timps is just the sizing. I always buy men's because I've really tried buying the women's Ultras because sometimes those are like the only ones that are on sale, or, you know, sometimes like the color's better, and I've definitely tried the women's, but I just cannot for some reason wear the women's. They just don't work for me. They are too narrow. So if I get a women's size that is like big enough for me in the toe box, the rest of the shoe is like way too big. So I went to men's because men's shoes tend to be a little bit wider, and I wear a men's 8. So you might ask, why in the world do I keep wearing Altra Timps if I dislike so many things about them? And that's just because I haven't found another shoe that I like better. So the fact that they are so comfortable for me, and I can literally buy a pair, put this brand new shoe on and wear it for 20 miles and like not get a blister is so awesome to me. And my feet really love these shoes. They are like walking on clouds. Just that simple fact that I can just take them out of the box and they're ready to wear. There's no break-in period. There's like nothing I have to do. I can just open the box and wear these. So that is really why I keep buying them. My feet love them. And before I discovered these shoes, I had so many issues with tons of blisters and plantar fasciitis and all these foot issues. And so once I found something that my feet just love right out of the box, I decided just to stick with it, even though these shoes have so many flaws. And I keep hoping that with each new model that comes out, that Altra has fixed some of these issues that seem to be ongoing. It looks like they have fixed at least the tread. I know they have fixed some of the uppers. I used to get holes in the toe. They've now way reinforced this toe area, which is super nice. The Altra 1.5s, I think, I had numerous holes in the toes on both shoes, on both feet, so they've enhanced that. I just wish that maybe they would pick a little bit more durable fabric for the heel area and then like this area, because for some reason this frays on me even though it doesn't rub anything. I'm not really sure why it frays. I'm hopeful that they will keep fixing issues and that I won't have to switch. I've heard numerous great things about other Altra trail runners. I've just always had a pair of Altra Timps on hand, and so I've just never really wanted to switch. So if you have any questions about the Altra Timps, let me know. Even though this wasn't a super positive video, you might be interested in the Altra Timps. I will go ahead and link them down in the more info box below. I would love to hear what trail runners you guys wear, so comment that below, and maybe also add why you love those particular trail runners. If you don't already, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. That's where I post all of my recent hiking and backpacking adventures. And if you want to hike and backpack here in this amazing state of Oregon, check out my website hikeoregon.net, and you'll find tons of information there, as well as get access to the hiking guidebooks I've written over the years. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next adventure.